Hey guys, Scott, FCA Hockey. Quick update. I am officially moving to volunteer status as of August 31st, 2020. I have cut off all amps and that to me. I did that last month, although a couple of you are so faithful you started it up again, so I had to restop it. But I just the Lord, if you're not aware, I'm actually back into flying planes now. I'm fly jets with a small company. God has opened up a pathway to do that, and it is going to allow me to now voluntarily do the camps planning or help with the camps planning. It will be in a much reduced role, but I'll still have a part to play, and able to go and to spend the summers helping out at these camps and sharing the gospel. It's been a good journey. 2012, not all of you have been part of it since 2012, but Coach Baptist Church, you commissioned me in April of 2012 to take the gospel to the lost through sports. I'm proud to say that at the end of that, what is that? Today's the 20th, so 8 years, really almost 9 years of doing this. I was actually doing some of the camps prior to, but after 9 years, I can say that I've been faithful to the commissioning that you gave me, Coach Baptist Church. I have taken the gospel. I've flown over 115,000 miles with the gospel. I've driven usually with kids, or sometimes buses, sometimes SUVs, sometimes trailers pulling all kinds of hockey equipment and taking kids. I've driven over 33,000 miles. Throughout the 8 years, this is counting 8 years, we've had 1,161 commitments for Christ. 453 of those were first-time commitments. We've given away over 6,000 Bibles. This doesn't even begin to include the lives that have been impacted, encouraged, strengthened in the gospel, discipled. This doesn't include the discipleship calls. This doesn't include all the mentoring of different young men, which, to a certain degree will continue on. I'm not throwing in the towel, and God has called me clearly to be in front of young kids, young athletes, and to be able to share the gospel and to share life with them and to help them in their walk with Christ. So that will continue. I have found that in aviation there is a large mission field as well, so that will also be an area. But this part of the journey, I guess you say, is over, where we are living off of the generosity and compassion of believers and friends and people who have seen God's calling and joined our team, been part with prayers and well, summing up the last 9 years really is not easy, but I cannot thank you all enough for making possible what you've made possible through your donations financially. I know a lot of you struggled to do those, and I can't thank you enough for all of that. Kristen and I have, we've had to struggle some, but overall God has been so faithful. And that's because of the generosity of people like you who have given sacrificially, and the gospel has gotten out. And I'm just, as a little tidbit, I have found through this that being called, when people say, hey, I'm called to this ministry, that calling is not necessarily about them. It's obviously where God is giving them an opportunity not to just do the ministry, but to unite the body of Christ around that calling into ministry. It's about bringing people together for the cause of Christ, and that is is a beautiful thing. It's the church, the body of Christ coming together to take the gospel out as we're told to. So whether you prayed fervently, whether you gave financially or both, or came to camps and volunteered, whether you helped out with end-of-year gifts, that was always huge. You guys have done so much. I cannot thank you enough. I won't drag this on because I know a lot of people won't watch it, but I just want you to know from the bottom of my heart, I love you all. I thank you. I can never thank you enough for allowing me and Kristen the opportunity to unite with you in this ministry. I hope to see you all again at camps or continuing to do things to help out with FCA hockey or FCA and ministry. But I just want to say thanks. Love you all. May God richly bless you for all that you've done.